Okay, so I technically already filmed this video, but when I was watching the footage back, I had lipstick on my teeth the entire time. And if it had just been for like that one segment that I thought it would have been fine. But it wasn't. It was the entire thing. I can't believe it took me so long to figure it out, but we're gonna try this again. um, yeah, I have clear liners. Um, so whenever I wear lipstick, they get stuck. I try to wear my liners as much as possible. Yeah, I could take them out for filming, but here we are. They're already in. So we're gonna try this again. So hello. My name is Taylor. Welcome to the Taylor Talks podcast. This is podcast episode 4. I am coming to you from Sioux Falls, South Dakota, and I'm so glad you're here with me. This week's episode is going to be a little bit different. I am here to talk to you about my trip to Denver and the Taylor Swift The Eras tour. It was so good. So let me just do a little recap of our weekend. Me and my friend left at around 8 p.m. on Thursday night, and we ended up getting into Denver around 7 or 8 a.m. on Friday. So we took turns driving throughout the night, and we would sleep while the other one was driving, but we were both still very tired. So we got there and we went to Walmart right away just to recoup and make sure everything was okay. I was also there on like a little work mission, but that's beside the point. So we went to Walmart, and then we went to Meow Wolf, the Meow Wolf Convergence Station. That was so fun. I'm gonna pop up like some clips here. It was so good. I have been to the Meow Wolf Omega Mart exhibit in Las Vegas, and I thought that this one in Denver, it was bigger. I also thought it was like better, I guess. Better is always relative, but I liked it more. I thought that it was so interesting and really cool, and when we walked in, the guy was basically like, "You're probably gonna get lost. That's the point." And we definitely did. It was like 3 floors, and you're just going up and down and through this door and this door, and like every door you just have to like see if you can go through. It was so cool. So that was really fun. And then we went to a like metaphysical store, like a crystal store, called Spirit Ways, and I got a new ring. Just this little, oh my gosh, sorry, it's not focusing. Don't focus on me. It's just like a little knot. And then we got matching necklaces. Me and my friend did. So she got a gold half moon, and then I got this one in silver because all my rings are silver. I don't know. I like both. I like gold and silver, but. And then after that, we went to a yarn store called the Lamb Shop, and it was so cute. I was gonna like take some video in there, but when I walked in, there was so many people in there. It was probably like their kind of like knitting time, I guess, on a Friday morning, and so I didn't feel comfortable doing that. I do have a few photos that I will pop up. It was really beautiful, and they had probably some of the most expensive yarn I have ever seen. Like at one point I was like looking around just trying to like I was very overwhelmed because it wasn't like so like the yarn store here has like a really nice flow to it, and everything is like nice and spread out. You can just like kind of meander a little bit. This one was very like tight packed, and all the yarn was just like way in your face, and I was like, I like picked up a skein just to like look at, and it was 100% silk and like $70, and I was like, I need to put that back before I break it. So I can show you the few things that I got from this store. Okay, so the first two things I'm going to show you are tools. So I got this 6.5mm crochet hook, so that would be a USK, and it's pink, and I believe the brand is Like, Lyke. So I just thought that would be fun. I was just like, oh my god, it's pink, how fun. I don't know, I was just like, I have to have it. And then these next ones, the yarn shop here in Sioux Falls almost exclusively has Chiagu reds, which I love, but I was knitting with some like very thin, like 100% wool recently, and I was having trouble with them slipping off with like such little needles. So I just wanted to try these. They had a bunch of the Addies, and so these are the Addies Skacel bamboo. So I just thought I would try it, and I specifically got these to work with some yarn I bought, but we're going to talk about a different yarn I bought first. So this is KFI Luxury Collection sock yarn. It is 437 use US needle sizes 3 to 6. Fiber content is 70% extra fine merino, 25% polyamide, and 5% cashmere. And this is like the softest yarn ever. That cashmere really pops through, honestly. And so I would equate this thickness to like the Patons Croy sock. So I'm gonna use my 3mm knitting needles with this. And then I got this yarn that is so beautiful. It came in like this set of two. This is hand dyed in Colorado by this woman. It doesn't have her name on here, but so what she does is she goes and takes photos of cats at a cat shelter, and then she dyes colorways based on their fur. And so she put the little photo of the cat that inspired it, and this cat's name is Sasha. It's got like her little name back there. And I wasn't going to buy this originally, but then I saw someone had this beautiful shawl that they ended up using this specific colorway. And it was on 5mm needles, or the size 5 needles, and I was like, I think I need that. So I got the set, and so this is a DK weight, 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon. Wash, cold, dry, flat. So I got that. I'm really excited. I've already picked out a shawl pattern, like a very easy triangle shawl pattern. And I'm just like so excited to cake this up. I've been waiting to cake this up until I like filmed this, so. And then after that, we tried to go to the Airbnb that we had rented, and that was disastrous. I'm trying to think of how much I want to say. It just was like a really bad experience. We ended up having to make other sleeping arrangements, and Airbnb actually refunded us, thankfully. Thankfully, Airbnb refunded us because it was not a good Airbnb, and it was like not a safe situation. So we were definitely not going to sleep there. So we were really lucky. We had one of my family friends lives out there, and so we were able to stay with them, and that was really good. But switching gears a little bit, we're going to talk about the Eras Tour now. So on Saturday, we woke up, got ready, and we pretty much immediately just went straight to the stadium. There was a coffee shop nearby where we were staying called Ziggy's. Best coffee I've ever had. Well, I got a dirty chai latte, and then they had these things called energy infusions. They were so good. Similar probably to like think if the Starbucks refreshers were like carbonated and had like energy drink in them. I don't know what exactly was in these things, but they were amazing. I had some of the best coffee drinks, or like drinks from coffee stores, while I was in Denver. So everywhere else just needs to step up. But so we went straight to the stadium. We weren't able to park like on stadium grounds, which ended up being just fine because we found a third-party parking right outside of stadium, like really, really close to the stadium. So we got there around 1-ish, so that's pretty early. And we were just kind of like sitting in my car, kind of recouping, making sure we're wearing like deodorant and perfume and stuff. And I was like, I kind of want to go wait in the merch line. And my friend was like, what? So I went over and waited in the merch line for probably about an hour or 2-ish. It wasn't more than 2 hours, I know that. And so I got a couple of things that I will show you. So let's do these two first. So first thing I got, just a cream tour shirt. And then it's got like the cities and the eras on the back. I got that in a size extra large because by the time I got up there, all the larges were gone. And it's like fine, I don't mind my stuff being oversized. I kind of prefer it. And then I got this quarter zip. It's got nothing on the front, but then on the back it's got the full color tour poster. And then on the sleeves it says Taylor Swift The Eras Tour. So that's really cool. I got this in a size large. And then the next thing, it was like a little silly. I saw this up there and I was like, why is it that color? That doesn't seem quite right. So this is the Midnights. It's either called it's like all night or the dark edition. I can't remember. But it has You're Losing Me on it. You know that one, the pathological people pleaser, that one. It's on here. And I needed it because I've been listening to it by someone who illegally uploaded it to Spotify. So it doesn't have Glitch or Paris or Hits Different. And really, I'm only sad that it doesn't have Hits Different on there. I'm like, why? Because then we could have had 2 vault tracks on here. But I get it. Capitalism. But it does have, it does also have Snow on the Beach featuring more Lana Del Rey and Karma featuring Ice Spice. So, and this is what the CD looks like. I believe this one is kind of like the Moonstone vinyl, because that is the one I have. And then inside here, it's not a lyric booklet, it is just a poster of her in her lover bodysuit. So I can show that to you. Sorry. So we got that. Then we got this nice shot. So yeah, nothing too crazy in here. And just like really fun. The CD was only $15, which is about standard for a CD. Nothing too crazy marked up or anything. So, because the poor gentleman who was working the stand, he was so nice. I was like, what is that? And he was like, I don't know. I was like, does it have You're Losing Me on it? And he literally, so he had like this little box in front of him, and he just like whips it out, and he's like, here, you want to look? I was like, yeah. And I'm like looking at it, and it literally had like a little sticker on the like cellophane wrap that's like, features You're Losing Me on it. I was like, I'm taking this. And he was like, okay. He like added it. And it was so hot out, and I know they were under a tent, but it was like very humid. And something happened. He was like, oh, I'm so sorry, like blah, 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 blah. I was like, no, it's okay. You're doing God's work out here. And him and the gentleman next to him just start laughing. And then they were talking about someone had like, people were going crazy with the friendship bracelets. This person had like just these piles of friendship bracelets for trading, and he was like, I kind of want to go over there and just get them all. And I was like, oh, do you want one? I had put a bunch of the ones I had made on my wrist. And he was like, yeah. And so I was like, here you go. And I gave him one that said False God. I was like, here's one that says False God, since I made that joke. And they were like, oh, thank you. And like, they were so fun. Everyone who was working the merch tent was so fun and so nice. which, like, kudos to them. It was, like I said, a very hot day. They were talking to a lot of people. The line was insanely long, and I know I would have been overwhelmed, even as someone who was, like, a cashier for a very long time. And then when I went back to the car, there was a small business selling Taylor Swift, not merch, what was it, like fan-made clothing. They didn't look anything like what the stadium was selling, because I know, like, you cannot do that. That is, like, very bad. But so it just had, like, the lyrics and stuff. So I got 2 shirts. So, like, first one I got was this tank top, and it says, "Hi, I'm the problem, it's me." So I got this one, and then I got this blue shirt, and it says, "I was midnight rain, he was sunshine." Whoop, sorry. He wanted a bride, I was making my own name. And so I thought it was so fun. Like, they don't say Taylor Swift on it, they don't say the Eras Tour, but, like, it's kind of like a, oh, if you know, you know type of thing. So really fun. These were, I want to say $30 each, which isn't bad for, like, a custom kind of t-shirt thing. So now I will talk about the concert experience. So we were in the 3rd bowl of the stadium, so that is, like, top, and we were, like, a couple rows down from, like, the edge of the top of the stadium, and so it was a hike up there. Being honest, thankfully inside the stadium has, like, escalators and stuff, and they had people in there kind of being like, okay, funneling people through, and that was really, it was, like, really streamlined to get up there. And once we were up there, I stayed up there. I was like, I'm not doing that walk again. I just stayed there, and I was just going crazy. And so it was really pretty because we were up so high you could, like, see the mountains, and we got a really nice, like, view of the sunset. The only problem with where we were sitting is one of the light posts was right in front of the middle of the stage. So whenever Taylor Swift was, like, singing in the middle of the stage, and, like, I know the stage, like, moves up and down and stuff, we couldn't see her, but thankfully, like, the Jumbotron that they, like, bring around, and then there was, like, 2 extra ones up top, we were still able to see her through, like, that video. And so, like, that was fine because, like, she was this big running around on the stage when she, like, wasn't in the middle. But, like, we could still see her clearly, like, pretty much every single other time she was out there. It was so fun. Some of my favorite parts were being able to, like, watch the stage because the stage was also, like, interactive. So, like, during Delicate, she's, like, stomping around, and basically the stage is supposed to look like it's cracking. So, like, that's really cool. Or, like, when she does her little dive, there's, like, a little montage of her, like, swimming on the stage. So, like, that was really cool. It was also so cool and, like, a very, I don't want to, like, unifying, I guess, event. Because they give the light up bracelets and stuff, and being able to see the entire stage light up, like, purple. So she comes out in, like, her big nice dress to sing Enchanted, and the entire stadium just lights up purple, and it is beautiful. And I don't know how long she's gonna keep this as, like, a part of her set, but so she sings Enchanted, and then she brought out her blue koi fish guitar and sang Long Live, and I bawled. I blubbered like a baby. That song and The Best Day off of Fearless are the 2 songs that just make me cry every single time by Taylor Swift. I love those, and I was so happy to, like, be able to hear that live. And then our surprise songs were she played Starlight on the guitar and Back to December on the piano. So I feel really lucky to have been able to, like, see those things. It was beautiful. Also, the Folklore Cabin was so cool. Folklore is one of my favorite albums, and it just was like so I wish I had gotten like more video of folklore and all that, but I just got like so swept up in the experience. Like I didn't want to be videotaping the whole time, you know, like I didn't want to experience it through my phone. I wanted to experience being there. Yeah, it just was amazing, and I wish I could go again, but I'm just so thankful to even be able to go the first time. So I'm going to show you some of the friendship bracelets that I got. We were sitting around like some really, really cool people, some who had flown in from like, I think it was North Carolina, some people who were locals. The people I was sitting next to in the merch line were from Grand Junction, Nebraska, which we drove through on our way there. And so here are some of the friendship bracelets. I'm just going to pick out a few. So I'll show you the ones I'm wearing. So this one doesn't have any words on it, but I just thought it was so pretty. And then this one is red. And then this one's probably my favorite, but I think it's definitely like too small for my wrist. Like I can get it on, but it's but it's got little hearts and it says red. So I really like that one. And then I know I got one that says Karma is my boyfriend, and then another one that says Karma is a cat. Got this Karma is my boyfriend, and then Karma is a cat. And then some of them that I made, I only kept like 2 or 3 that I personally made. So I made one that says pathological people pleaser, and it basically takes up the whole bracelet. Long live. And then this one is hits different. So those were some that I made, but like we brought in a lot of bracelets, and at the end of the show my friend was like, let me find a little child to give these to. And what is it? What else do I got here? Oh, I got one with little bananas on it that says my mind is alive, because there's a video of Taylor Swift when she I think she got LASIK eye surgery, and it's just her like eating a banana going, no, it's okay, my mind is alive. Oh, and then this one I also made, Nothing New, which is one of my favorite songs from The Vault off of Red. So that was a little bit about like my Eras Tour experience. I wouldn't trade it for the world. I'm not even really like a concert person. I don't participate in the Ticketmaster wars that have been going on, but me and my friend cumulatively waited 8 hours for these tickets on the pre-sale day, and I don't know, now that it's over, I'm just like, what now? I've been waiting and waiting and waiting for so long, and then we drove there, and it was one of the best experiences of my life so far, and I don't care if that sounds dramatic. I had so much fun. I do have a couple projects that I want to show you. No whips. I'll wait for those for next podcast. But I just want to show you a few things that I've finished within the past like week. So okay, so I don't have a lot, but I'll just show you what I do have. So this is the only thing that I worked on, and I didn't even finish while we were there. I way overbrought on yarn. It was absolutely insane, the amount that I brought and then didn't use. So I made this bag, and I was almost done with it when we got home, but it's done now. And so then this is with Lily Sugar and Cream in the colorway Damask Ombre, and I just love this color gradient. I would definitely buy this yarn again to like make other stuff with. I do have like a little bit left, but nothing too much for like a big project. And then I have 2 bandanas. I have this one in the color Rose, and then this one is in the color Celery, and they're both with Lion Brand Trubu. This one I crocheted with a 5mm, and this one is with a 4mm, which is what the yarn calls for. So that's why they just look a little different, but yeah, so I finished those. And then this I just finished yesterday, and I'm super excited about it. I finished another raglan. So this is with Karen Cinnamon Swirl, I believe in the colorway Sand and Surf. And so it's just a treble crochet raglan. And since this is with 100% acrylic, I probably will have to wait till more of the fall time to wear it, just since it is so hot now. But if you watched one of my previous podcasts, I was talking about how these colors are very much the colors of the college that I went to, South Dakota State University. So I figured this would be really fun in the fall. I don't really like go to the football games anymore, but like I'm always a jackrabbit. Once a jackrabbit, always a jackrabbit. So yeah, that is just kind of what I've finished in the past week. And yeah, comment down below if your favorite song has been played as a surprise song or not. Back to December is definitely one of my favorites. I think I was hoping more for like the lakes, but I'm not upset because I know a lot of people would love to have heard Back to December, and so that was very exciting. So yeah, subscribe, like, and comment for engagement, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.